Hello everyone, it's Rino. I'm a scientist from New Zealand, from Mass University, and today I'm joined once again by Dr. Snow Wang from the Hong Kong Baptist University. Hello Snow, how are you?
Hi, Reno. I'm good as always, and I hope you are happy and well as well.
Thank you. Today we are gonna talk about SDG together and we hope that we are gonna give you a bit of overview about the history and how this can be used for research. Snow, I heard that there are many SDGs. Can you tell us
Yes.
more about their history and how many are out there?
Yes, of course. I think we can start briefly look at what are the SDGs. So the full title is the Sustainable Development Goals, and it was brought into action in 2015 by the United Nations General Assembly. And very interestingly, you can imagine about 190 countries agreed to this scheme. We all know it's even difficult to let 193 people agree to something, and this is 190 countries agreeing to this. So they are the most pressing, most important issues facing mankind today. And we can say there are 17 goals ranging widely from the environment, the economy, and the community. So it's not just about our environment, but also about the community we live in, the minority groups that we are talking about here in our community. And there are so many information online about SDGs. Welcome to get in touch if you want to discuss any specific SDGs in more details.
Wonderful.
And Reno, can you tell us like how SDGs are actually picked up in our research?
Of course, I'm here for that. The good news is that since 2020, Scopus has been developing its own methodology to monitor all research is aligned with these 17 SDGs. And back in the day, you can see here that in the advanced search, you had the possibility to search for all the papers belonging to one of those specific groups. But the good news is that since this year, we have the possibility also to track the individual paper of people. So if you go on Scopus and you know where to click, and I'm going to show you where to click, you're going to see that also for your paper, so for paper that you're reading written by someone else, you can identify if has been aligned with any of these SDG. So if you go on the advanced search of Scopus, you can see here that I've selected one of my paper written by me and other authors about virtual reality and safety training. You can see here highlighted there is the possibility to click and see how this paper is aligned with the SDG. And in this case, when I did it, I could see that this was aligned with the SDG 4,
Yay!
which is related with quality and education. And this is makes sense because we were talking about how to make training more efficient, more effective using virtual reality. Does it make sense to you? No.
Looks very good. And I would say it's kind of connected to SDG 9 as well for innovation because you have like different virtual reality technologies in here.
Let's see how the system works behind the scene. And this is an algorithm that is not a black box, has been also published by Scopus. Let's see how it works and how they manage to do this assessment for each individual paper. So they have done mapping once again in 2023, but the story is a bit longer. In fact, here there is the title on the right of the report that explains how the machine learning technology was used in for this classification effort. Machine learning is a set of tools that allow us to simplify our life doing repetitive tasks. In this case, the Scopus team has been using it to classify all the thousand and million database paper that they have in their database. What they did is to start for different input value. You can see here there is the title, the abstract, and by using the machine learning technology, they managed to identify what are the most common key phrases for each SDG. So you can see here the SDG 11, as you might think, as you might know, I'm really familiar with this. No, so by looking at it, it looks like really in line with what I do in my own research. What do you think?
Very good. I think indeed.
And the beautiful things of this mapping done and these huge efforts done by Scopus is that now we can use it to map what is the alignment of a single researcher with different SDGs. So we can go and check Reno, or we can go and check my school, my institution, or we can go and check, for instance, OA Journal. It's linked with SDG, and we did some work. We are going to release soon an editorial piece written with Snow. Stay tuned. We are going to show you soon where is this application. It's going to come out in a few days. And Snow, can we see an example about how research has been aligned with SDG worldwide and in my institution?
Cool. Let's have a look at Messi, for example. So firstly, let's look at the quantity of papers actually for each of the SDGs for the world. So this is showing the entire world trend. And of course, we can estimate or expect that SDG 3, which is on good health and well-being, will be the majority because of the huge quantity of medical papers. But you can also see that people write a lot, investigate a lot on SDG 7 on energy, SDG 9 on innovation and infrastructure, and on the sustainable cities, which is SDG 11. But if we look at the trend for Massey University, you can see very interestingly, it can be different. Although SDG 3 is still the highest, we just want to live happier and longer lives for the most important topic. But for Massey, we can see that for SDG 11, for example, because in New Zealand, we have quite a lot of disasters. We pay a lot of attention for our building quality. Like Reno himself does a lot of work on SDG 11, for example, like escaping and building stronger buildings. So this all fit into SDG 11. And also, you can, if you go down the list, you can see that Massey University has a really strong focus on SDG 2. Because we have a very big agriculture subject. So a lot of people study on how we can feed all these people sustainably. And very interestingly, Massey University do a lot of study on SDG 10, reduce inequality, and SDG 15, again, related to our vet school, SDG 15, that they do work on animals and plants on land. So very interesting trend. And as Reno said, we can look into different people and different journals. So any more interest, you can come back to us.
And we will do an analysis for you and see how you are aligned with different country or different institution within the same country. It's awesome what we can do now. Thank you, Snow.
Thank you,
So
Reno.
this is us from us. As we mentioned in the previous video, we launched a new channel on YouTube, Academic Survivors with Snow. And if you wanna have more information about academic tools that you can use, you can just stay tuned and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any specific question about specific topic, don't hesitate to contact us.
Cool. Nice to see you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye.